was the first girl I ever slept with had a sex change. And it's true.
Uh-huh.
The first and only time I slept with a girl, she became a man.
That's right. Is that true?
Yes, it's absolutely true.
Oh my God!
I didn't see the country like you did, but.
Oh, okay. You didn't tell me that when I first met you.
Big arms.
I saw that later. I said, that's cool.
I bought her first strap-on.
You
I was
did?
supportive, you know.
Oh my God!
I fucked her, then I
So
bought her
we've had very
strap-on.
similar lives, huh?
Did you fuck a lesbian?
No, but
okay.
First girl you slept with was got a sex change. I'm talking about that.
Well, she was a lesbian first. Then she had sex.
Well, I guess I probably fucked a lesbian too. Now that I think of it.
Maybe.
I haven't had sex with a woman in so long. I actually, in the hippie days, I hadn't really defined my sexuality in the late '60s, and just shortly before the Cockettes happened, a year before, I had 3 girlfriends, one after another after another. 3
Really?
girlfriends in the hippie days, yeah.
With real vaginas and stuff?
Yeah, the works. And then I wasn't with a woman for years and years and years. And then I regretted not being with certain women that had come into my life. And most of them are older women, but not all of them. And then I have nothing against women. I have some of my dearest friends are like my sisters, like Fayette and Harlow from the Cockettes. But I've never really had sex with them. They're just like sisters.
Yeah.
To imagine it. And then about 20 years ago, I hadn't been with a woman in, God, 30 years or 20 years.
Did you make the plunge?
No, me and my boyfriend were seduced by a woman on opium and had a 3-way.
Oh, that doesn't count.
Okay, so we talked about changing your life.
Yeah, sorry.
Let's go on to what is your most proud moment? What has been your most proud moment? If it could be related to your art, your career, it could not.
My most proud moment would be personal because no one was there to see it, but the day that I went to get mental help.
Cool.
I'm not even, I could say that laughingly, but that was very serious.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of that.
Yes.
Because if I hadn't gone and got mental help, I might not actually be talking right now, so. Or even here, so that's cool.
You would be mute.
I would just not be present anymore. I would just be gone.
Oh, okay. I see.
So that was a proud moment. And then when I got all my friends to read my graphic novel in front of a crowd, as they played their own characters. Yeah.
Recently, the show you did at Magnet. Yeah.
So it was 5 people that I knew very well. I knew their lives and their history, and their history was present in my book, and they actually read it in front of everybody. And
so cool.
It was like so special to see them do that.
Nice. What's changed your life? It could have been an episode, a person.
Well, I have personal circumstances that have changed my life. But I don't know if I should go too far in them.
Well, if you're comfortable with any of them.
When I ran away from home, was one of the most amazing things I've ever done in my life. Because I was a 14-year-old boy, and I knew I was in a bad place, and I knew I was going to get hurt if I stayed there.
Yes. And
I saw a window, and something clicked, and I was like, you don't have to stay here. And it's been the one thing that has sort of stayed with me my whole life, is that if something sucks, you don't have to accept it.
That's right.
And it's a very, very hard lesson to learn at any age, at any circumstance. But if you can just say, hell no, get up and walk away.
That's right. I was about a year behind you, even though I'm 100 years older. I left when I was 15. Cause I
just got up.
Got up and left. I could not.
It's an interesting moment, isn't it?
Absolutely.
You actually have the courage to stand up, look around, and be like, whatever.
Yeah.
And go. That's cool. Yeah. I'm glad you did that. Did you take anything with you?
The cash box. Where my father's job.
You took the cash box?
Practical and smart.
Because he was an auto body mechanic and had a gas station on the Sunset Strip. That was his whole life. That's why I don't drive, because I was such a rebel. To this day, I refuse to learn how to drive, just because my father and the only other male sibling, my old stepbrother, were both auto body mechanics. That was their job. So it killed him that I refused to learn how to drive a car. And I had to work. I ran away from home when I was 15, and because of child abuse. And I realized that what happened? Oh, I took the cash box because I was making me pump gas on the Sunset Strip.
You earned it.
And then I remember I was so nervous running away from home. The first week I was there, I got a little room, I think it wasn't even an apartment, on Beechwood Drive in the Hollywood Hills. Remember Beechwood Drive?
I'm not sure.
With a pool. off of Franklin at the Hollywood Hills, my first place away from
Oh,
home.
I never beat Franklin.
And then that night, hadn't even defined my sexuality. I went upstairs to, I met a girl at the pool, older woman, and she invited me upstairs for a joint or something. So I knocked on her door, and right at her door, she opened her door. As soon as she opened the door, she put my head in her titties.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. It drug me in. So, oh my God. And then we got eyes over. And then I was so nervous, because first time I was on my own, that I smoked a whole carton of cigarettes, chain smoked them in my room, and then puked black. Threw up like black. And got really sick, and then called my mother and said, "Could I come home?" And she said, "Do you think you could hold off another couple weeks?"
Yeah, Dad doesn't want you to. Yeah. Carton of cigarettes. That's pretty disgusting.
It was nasty.
It was probably good, but the first couple packs, and then it just got worse. Yeah.
And eventually, years later, I was able to forgive them for that and let that go, because I realized where they were from. And it was just a matter of environment. They were, because of
You're a nicer
education
person
and education. They didn't have the education I had, and they were from Missouri, and that's why he was so prejudiced. He was an extremely prejudiced and bigoted person, and I didn't understand.
Do you believe in forgiveness?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if I completely agree with you.
I don't hold on to things.
I say it in a nice way, though.
I don't get mad. I get even. As a Scorpio.
Okay, that works for me.
I
just was like, do you believe in revenge? Because I do.
That's a Scorpio. That's one of my traits. I don't get mad. I get even.
I think revenge is fucking wonderful.
But it can be a silent form of revenge, too. It can be a kind of a revenge where, okay, if this is how you want to play, this is how I'll play, and nothing will transpire. But by nothing transpires, they're not able to, the other person isn't able to
nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Again,
you don't play the game.
That's right. And I'm
Put
doing
down
that
your
right
chess
now.
piece.